Hello, everyone. This is Corolla with Yewno Discover. When doing research on the French Enlightenment period, one person to focus on initially might arguably be the greatest of all French writers, François-Marie Arouet, better known by his nom de plume, Voltaire. Let me enter his name into the search box. With Yewno Discover, we search for concepts, like these here, not keywords. And using artificial intelligence algorithms, we ingest, read, and associate full-text digital content contained in millions of scholarly books, journal articles, and data points. And as researchers, we access this content by searching for concepts, first by entering a concept into the search box, and then in a visual knowledge graph that allows us to navigate as deeply as we would like into a given subject and explore related ideas along the way. It's a highly effective method for discovering connections that might otherwise have been overlooked. So let's use Voltaire as an example. Right here, we have our first knowledge graph with the top concepts that are related to Voltaire. But if we want to see all of them, we take this little lever all the way down, and now our knowledge graph grows. And we can zoom in a little bit, clicking on the plus sign. And so now we can explore. We have connections between Voltaire and Frederick the Great, for example. And you can also see that Frederick the Great is related to all sorts of other concepts, like the Age of Enlightenment, Lumières, Émilie du Châtelet, the history of England, Russian Enlightenment, etc. So in this way, we can work our way around this knowledge graph with Voltaire as the center of the spoke, and then all these other connections, we call them nodes. One thing that I'd like to explore is the relationship between Voltaire and Émilie du Châtelet. Madame du Châtelet was his very long time partner in writing. As a matter of fact, she translated a lot of his works in addition to being an amazing scientist on her own, but she was also his mistress. So now we have concepts and documents that are related to Émilie du Châtelet, but we can expand the concept. So we can bring Madame du Châtelet as her own center of the spoke, and then we see the different nodes that are connected. And we can also, as we make this a little bit larger, we can also see, so what exactly connected Madame du Châtelet with Voltaire? We click on the string between the two, so you see a variety of concepts that they both share, and then documents that discuss their relationship. So we have something here from 2008, from Brill, 1958, Journal of the History of Ideas, various JSTOR documents, Wiley, and here's one from 1957, Gale, for example. And this information is retrieved in the format of a snippet. And a snippet is the most valuable part of a particular document, book, chapter, whatever it may be, that our artificial intelligence inference engine has determined is valuable to this particular search or these two particular concepts. So here in this biography that Miss Mitford had written, it's an account of Voltaire's relationship with Madame du Châtelet. So that looks good. So we can select that and favorite that. And we can go back to our document list and look at something else. For example, Tacite et Montesquieu. So here we have one snippet that talks about studies on Voltaire and the 18th century. And again, this is from JSTOR. And we can favorite this one as well. And now let's go back to our knowledge map. I want to also take a look at the relationship between Voltaire and Émilie du Châtelet and Jean-François de Saint-Lambert. He was a writer and scientist, a poet, a philosopher, and a military officer at this same time, and I'm going to expand the concept. And he's also said to have been the great love of Emily du Châtelet's life. And so here we see the connection between these three individuals and how you can dive deeper into any of these concepts and see what the relationship what might be and what we can learn from taking a deeper look between Voltaire and Monsieur de Saint-Lambert. So this search can go deeper and deeper, but perhaps we'd like to take a snapshot. And now we have an image of this particular knowledge map. And if you go into your journey here, as long as you have created an account in Yewno Discover, and that's simply done by clicking on the little persona that is here, enter your email address, and then whatever picture you have associated with your email address, of course, would show here. And then you can save your searches, and they can all be found here again. But if you wish to export them, you can also do that. And you have the options of exporting the knowledge maps to Google Docs, or citation information can go to RIS or in a CSV format. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can reach me at corolla@yewno.com. And thank you very much for your time.